Are you living your life today in order to have the life that you want in 20, 30, 40, even 50 years? We're going to talk more about that in today's video. I'm Bree. I'm the registered nurse and certified health coach of hippydippymom.com. I'm here to help you eliminate brain fog so that you can have more energy, be the happy mom that you dream of, and live your best life ever. Be sure wherever you're watching this to like and follow, subscribe, and share. So I've been talking a little bit more on videos about mindset because in more recent years, I've realized how incredibly important our mindset is to healthy living. It took me a really long time to realize that. I wish that I would have had a coach back in the day that helped me realize this and work on my mindset, sooner than I did, because I would have got results way faster. And it's something that I've started to help my clients with too, because it is such a big part of living the life that we want. I heard this saying or read it. I don't remember where I first saw it, but it's that healthy living is 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, but 100% mindset. And we know that healthy living is actually way more than just what we eat and exercising, but the 100% mindset part is definitely true. So I'm curious to know if you currently work on your mindset, improving it, and if so, what do you do? How do you work on your mindset? So one thing that I realized with my mindset is, well, I know that I used to be a total pessimist, and I used to basically lie to myself and say that I was a realist. I just viewed things the real way. But I was a total pessimist. And so I would say things as it related to my health, like, I'm just not lucky, or my genes are bad, or these are just the cards that I was dealt. And so staying in that kind of victim mindset that, like, woe is me and I have no control over anything, led to me making more unhealthy choices, which then led back to my poor health and to those negative thoughts again. And it was just this cycle. So now flip that, and how my mindset works now is that I know that all that stuff I used to think that I'm not lucky, it has to do with my genes, these are just the cards that I've been dealt. I know that that's all BS. I know that I have 100% control over my health. I have control over how those disease genes express themselves. Um, I so I those thoughts lead to good choices, which lead to good health, which lead to more good thoughts and good choices and good health. And again, that's a cycle. When we're in that kind of bad negative cycle, it's hard to break it, but it's really important to break it. So we're going to talk a little bit about how in just a minute. Also with good health, I think another thing that's helped me have a positive mindset is that I've really become more aware of my body and appreciate it more. I love having energy. I love not being sick. I love being able to provide my family with tools and things that help them have good health too. So these still again lead to those positive thoughts that lead to the good choices and the good health, and on and on and on and on. So back to the question I asked at the beginning of the video, which was, are you living your life today in order to reach the goals and live the life you want in 20, 40, 60 years from now? One thing I do to work on my mindset is I read a lot of self-help books. They're self-help, they're business, they're ways to better serve my clients, and even books that don't necessarily pertain to health. I find inspiration in them, which is part of what led to this topic today. So I was reading this book from Tony Robbins. Oh, my shirt's stuck in it. It is Money Master the Game. Totally not anything to do with health, but when I read this part, I thought this totally makes sense and relates to health. So he's kind of talking about, retirement, and people like my age and younger don't really save for retirement because we really don't think about the future. And he's interviewing someone who told him the problem is people feel like the future is not real. And I just, it just kind of hit me like, yeah, that's part of the reason why people aren't making healthy choices today. I'm wondering if you, just in hearing that part alone, if that makes sense to you and if you agree with it. So one thing that he goes on to say is that the person that he was interviewing say when he works with his clients about, the money and retirement and stuff, the first thing that they address is our need for immediate gratification. So we want to spend our money today. We want to eat the food we love today. We want whatever today. We don't care about the consequences necessarily because, again, the future to us is not real. And then he says, as a species, we're not only wired to choose today over tomorrow, but also we hate to feel like we're losing out on something. So again, we don't want to save our money because, we want to take trips and we want to buy nice things. So why spend it for when we're 60, 70, 80 years old? Or, we want our chocolate today. We want our wine today. We want our cheeseburger today. So why not have that and worry about 80 years old when I'm 80 years old, right? What we know both with finances, which is definitely not my area of expertise, but with finances and with health, is that the choices that we make today definitely affect our life, our quality of life, up until the day we die. So the choices of what I'm eating and drinking today at 39 years old will affect my health when I'm 80 years old. So, and I like to work with moms because kids today are sicker than ever. And so working with the moms, helping them get healthier and eliminate brain fog translates into their children's health as well. So even with babies, even while we're pregnant, the choices that we're making affect our children's health when they're teenagers, young adults, all the way till the end of their life. So I've mentioned in videos, and this is something I work with my clients on, but one of the very first steps to changing this, to working on this, improving this aspect of our mindset, is to have a very clear picture of what you want your end of life to look like. And I know a lot of people especially don't like to think about end of life, end of life and death and all that are not pleasant topics, but it's important because we're all headed that way anyways. So do you want to, be independent and have a fully functioning body, or do you just want to see what the heck's going to happen down the road and deal with it then? So have a clear picture and then journal about it. And this is something that a tool I've started to use a lot recently, is journaling. Again, my former self, with all my negative thoughts, thought journaling was stupid. But it's crazy how much stuff comes up in journaling. So journal about it and you'll start to uproot some deep things. I help moms eliminate brain fog because it interferes with life today, and they'll see positive results today. But brain fog is really one of many signs that we're not treating our bodies right. And so if we don't correct that, if we don't start treating our bodies right, then that just means that we're going to experience more issues as more time of not treating our body right goes on. So let me know in the comments what your life vision is and if you feel like the choices you're making today reflect that vision. If you're ready to kick brain fog's butt, I am here for you. So click on the link wherever links are, wherever you're watching this, to schedule your first call with me. Let's start working together to get you on that right track to living your best life ever. That is it for today, friends. Till next time, take care.